put him back out there. I wanted to protect our franchise quarterback. That was my decision, and that's what it was. The game itself, this is a team that fights. We knew that this was going to be a game, could come down to the wire, and it did. And, a ton of big plays individually. Obviously, Dustin coming through was unbelievable in that game. I think a long of 58. Myles, wreaked havoc on defense and then blocked the field goal on offense, on special teams, which we turned into 3 points, which was a 6-point swing in a game that's tight. To make plays like that was unbelievable. And a bunch of guys just fighting like crazy. Kareem Hunt jamming it in there on that last play on fourth down. But really proud of those guys. We knew it was going to be hard. A good football team, good AFC football team, so it was good to come out of here with a win. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Can you explain more about the decision to not put Watson back out there? What does this mean for him going forward?
Yeah, he's our starter moving forward. He's our starter in Seattle. It's always going to be my decision to protect our players.
So is he going to practice this week?
Well, it's Sunday, so I'll update you guys later.
But you don't think he hurt it any worse?
Yeah, we'll evaluate all those things like we do, but we'll see.
How do you think he threw the ball when he was in there?
I'm sorry?
Excuse me. How do you think he threw the ball when he was in there?
He was in there for only a few plays. Hard to say.
What do you think enabled you guys to maybe lose Deshaun? It seems like a lot of that stuff.
That's football. Yeah, it's football. Terry, you got guys are in and out. Things don't always go your way, and you got to fight. And you got to, in the fourth quarter, if you're down, you got to go on an 80-yard drive. It's just that's what this game is. There's not a lot of blowouts in this game. They're close, and you got to be able to win those close ones. So just proud of those guys. Getting a road win was important for us, and I thought the guys did a nice job.
Have you ever seen anybody do what Myles did on the field?
Well, yeah, I think we've all seen it across. Guys have done that before. We had it in this week. Thought that Bubba did a great job. He thought it was there, and then Myles did a great job executing. You really got to be careful not to leverage, as you know. But if there's anybody on the earth that can do it, it's Myles Garrett.
On that first pick of Deshaun's, did that give you knowledge that perhaps maybe you just didn't have the velocity on the ball, or did you
No, yeah, I didn't feel that at all. No.
It looked like at one point during a break you went over and talked to him while he was on the sideline. Did you have to explain your decision or talk him out of trying to play?
Yeah, of course. Listen, it's as you guys know, my job to make tough decisions. I just felt like I wanted to protect him. I did not want to see him get hit. He was hit hard, and I know he cleared all that, but I got to protect him.
What about just the way that PJ showed so much moxie and everything?
It's a good word. Yeah, we needed moxie. We needed guts. We needed grit. We needed all of it today. And PJ's done that. As you guys know, we talk about it. Backup quarterbacks, I don't care, backup anything. You have to be ready to go. And sometimes you get the reps, sometimes you don't. So I thought he performed admirably and got us in the end zone there at the end. Where's your hat?
It's gone.
Good.
If you guys had that game plan going in, you saying like, okay, Deshaun needs to hit like that, we're going to have to kind of reevaluate and see how he can.
I wouldn't say we have a game plan per se, but again, you're always looking to protect our quarterbacks, period.
So is this going to be touch and go going forward, or is this kind of a one-game situation?
It's Sunday. I can't speak past anything, but I'd expect Deshaun to be, if everything clears, he's ready to roll. He's our starter on Wednesday.
When third down goes incomplete, right away, do you make a call, Kareem? What's your thought process?
Yeah, thought process was I didn't want to run it before fourth down because I just didn't want the clock to be ticking and trying to line up, and it's hard to do that in certain personnel groupings. So the guys were begging for a run. I told them, it's coming, just hang with me. And that was always going to be the call on fourth down. Now, if we could have gotten it in there without, without taking some time off the clock, that was also our goal. But there was method to the madness. I don't remember last week, Mary Kay. Yeah, we talk about it, Mary Kay. It's again, you cannot predict this league. You can't predict the things that are coming. And it's so it's so important that you stick together, and I think you have a locker room in there that understands that they're going to stick together, even when it's hard. And it's going to be hard. It's always hard. That's you know, everything you want in this league is on the other side of hard. Yeah, I mean, as you know, Tony, our defense has played really well. You knew that there was going to be a game where teams make a few plays. That's we knew it's hard to pitch a shutout every game. So they fought, made plays when we had to. I mean, we got 4 takeaways today, which was outstanding. I mean, that really turned the tide of the game.
What's the value of coming even on the road for the first time, winning back-to-back games?
Yeah, I mean, the value isn't. We talked about this week. I mean, you want to be a good team, you got to win multiple back-to-backs. I mean, if you want to be, you want to be there at the end, you got to put streaks together. That's just how it works. So you got to get 1, and then you got to get 2, and then really, if you focus on just those 1 games, if you focus on those games as themselves, and you pour everything you have into it, you got a chance. I thought that's what they did. We poured everything we had into this one, and we needed all of it.
Yeah, why wasn't Dorian dressed as the emergency?
He, I think all 3 guys have to be on the 53 in order to use that rule.
With Dustin, the way he's kicking the ball from 50+, like, did you hesitate at all on the 50-yarder?
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Inside, what he's capable of, I did not.
Give us an idea of his practice habits. What gives him the ability to go out and numbers come like that?
Yeah, I think those backup quarterbacks, they're pros. They know how to prepare. AVP, Alex Van Pelt, our offense coordinator, is a longtime backup quarterback. But he's a good player, too. It doesn't mean he wasn't a good player. But those guys, you don't get a ton of reps. Sometimes you're in there in the first quarter. Sometimes you're in there in the fourth quarter. You have to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. And I think PJ certainly embodies that. No. Yeah, the hometown kid. Yeah, had some really good moments today. Obviously, we'll look at it, always things to clean up, but he's playing hard. It's not perfect. He's getting better every single day at practice. He works very, very hard, loves this game, loves to compete. Yeah, he's the leader of the football team. He's a captain, so we always need him. He was a great supporter of PJ today. Was great on the sidelines, keeping the guys into it.
Did he push back against your decision at all?
It's my job to make those tough decisions.
Myles, it's obviously they're huge, but like going into a game, did you know that that had the potential for him to kind of take that over for a half?
Yeah, I think you go into every game with Myles, anticipating that you're going to like your matchups, and he gets a ton of attention. And when he doesn't get attention, when he doesn't get that chip or that running back to his side, he can make a play. Yeah, I thought Tony, did he have the touchdown? He's got a knack for that. Yeah, Tony battled, has given us good reps when he's had to go in there, so he did a good job.
Kevin, is there anybody else or anything maybe we haven't talked about that maybe a key part of the game or something?
I got to watch it, but I would tell you just that fourth quarter, the defense, the way they played, special teams came through it. It's the quintessential. I mean, it's a team game, and we needed all 3 sides of the ball in that fourth quarter especially.
Would you put Deshaun back in if PJ got hurt?
Yes. Would have had to.
About just the heart and soul of your team. You admire all of that they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's this game, Mary Kay. It takes all of that. It takes that grit that we talked about. And again, we're early in the season. We're in this thing for the long haul, so you're going to need everybody. But it's a good one to get on the road for us. Probably. Yeah, there are a couple. Yeah, not going to help me talking about it here, Tony. Okay, thanks, guys.
PJ Walker coming in.
that,
Yeah.
what was your feeling, and how great was that?
We just needed to get some points. We needed to get in the end zone. We were down, I believe, 5, or something like that, 6 or something. Whatever we were down. But, we stalled a few drives previous on offense, and we didn't get an opportunity to get the ball in the end zone. Dustin did a hell of a job bailing us out time after time. And I think as offense, we got, we know we needed points. We know we needed to score. And the guys around me made some big plays, man. That's some big moments, and that's all that mattered.
Did you get any reps after Wednesday?
Nah, I didn't. So for me, it was just to continue to prepare mentally, back in the back of the huddles and things like that, and just take mental reps. Because you just never know. It's a crazy game, and when your numbers call, you just gotta be ready.
On that play on the final drive where it looks like you fumbled,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
illegal contact, how long before you knew there was a play?
I didn't. So yeah, I didn't, and I was just trying to get the ball out of my hands. I felt the pressure, and I felt like I got my arm and moved forward during the throw, but it was a flag on them. Bailed us out a little bit, so it was good.
You had to overcome a lot of adversity
Yeah.
on that final drive. How did you just keep hanging in there
Yeah.
and just sticking to it until
It's a long game, and we had enough time on the clock where I felt like once we got that first down, we was gonna be moving, and just to get them on their heels and get them back. And as the drive was going, I was starting to see little things that I felt like we can attack. And so for me, it was just try to get the ball in their hands and let them go out there and make plays.
how was Deshaun helping you from the sideline?
Yeah.
Just keeping you into the game and
Just talking about what we see on that sideline, and I'm asking him what he like, what plays he like, and what he thinks going to work out there. That's big for us, just having conversations about that on the sideline, just trying to have that communication, that clear-cut communication of just constant knowing, having a feel for each other, and just trying not to change too much and just trying to continue the game plan, So for us, it was just to keep going, and then every time I got back to the sideline, I just talked to Four and just see what he was looking at.
Before the untouchdown, there were a couple hairy plays there, shovel play.
Yeah.
Versus Bryant. Do you attribute that to not getting reps?
Nah, I just, it's a moment thing. Maybe I was playing a little too fast for like the shovel pass to Dave. I was probably in a bit of a rush instead of just being a little more patient. I think Dave does a great job with just his patience, So me just finally starting to be able to go out there and play with him as a teammate. I just got to go out there and get that timing with him down pat. He's a different cat, man. You just got to get the ball in his hands and let him just go do what he do.
what did you say about two things, Myles Garrett and Dustin Hopkins,
Man.
and how they just
Man, 9-5 is a problem. That's for sure. And I was in a whole different situation last year, and I was watching the tape on Cleveland from week 1, so I already knew what 9-5 was going to bring to the table every week. And for us, it's just you can see the rally around them. You know what I'm saying? Like as a group, and he make big plays when the biggest plays need to be made, and that's big for us. Like that touchdown and that sack fumble at the end of the half, that was huge, man. They backed up. They decided to go out there and call a pass play. With 9-5 rushing, it's gonna be a bit of an issue. But he did a great job, and Dustin did a great job all day, just taking opportunities and knocking them down, man. I appreciate him for what he did. I'm sure everybody on his team appreciate him for the clutch kicks he made today.
Eugene, what was it like in
that you had today? Doesn't it kind of feel like almost a microcosm of your career? Like you've been through a lot as a guy playing professional football.
Yeah.
How does a day like this help your confidence so that when your numbers call?
Yeah, that was big, to be honest. I've always a bit, never felt really comfortable going into a game, not starting a game. So for me to just go out there and just, have that effort mentality and just go play, man, that was big for me. And I felt good, just being able to just be out there with the guys and just feel comfortable. I think the guys they was good with me being in there. So that's what matters, the energy of the guys around me is going to help me bring up my level of play and help me bring up my energy and my spirit around them as well. I wasn't sure. Didn't know what was going to happen, to be honest. I knew Ford was working his way back, and I knew he was the arrow was facing up this week. So for me, it was just to prepare, keep going, keep preparing like I have been all season. You never know when your number's called. It's just one of those days. And I wasn't surprised. You know, just you don't want that to happen and things happen that build up. You know what I'm saying? So we did a good job just protecting him. We did a great job as a team battling for him and getting his win for him. That's all that mattered. At the end of the day, we got the win as a group. We got the win as a team. That's all that really matters.
DJ, what happened, I'm just curious, the last play,
Mm-hmm.
that you got to run the ball, what was it like in the huddle there?
That was intense, man. We knew we had to go in there, punch it in. You could just see it in the guys' faces, man. That O-line, they wanted to run the ball. So like that right there is big. We didn't have no more timeouts though, so I don't know if we was able to do that. So we did a great job just punching in on 4th and 1 when it's needed. You know, answering the bell when it's called, and we at the O-line just did a great job just getting Reem in the end zone, and that was it. Yeah, we battle tested. We continue to just battle week in and week out. You can just feel the no waiver on the sideline as other teams score or we make a mistake or defense make a mistake. Just nobody wavers, and that's big. You know, just to have a group of guys that, all right, next play, you know, we good. Like I threw the interception. Wyatt walked up to me, all right, we good. Next play, defense gonna get a stop. We're gonna get the ball right back. So that right there is just like, all right, man, we good. We're just gonna go out there and keep playing, and we're gonna go out there. We're gonna answer.
It didn't look like Kareem complained by much. From where you were, could you tell he got in right away?
Yeah, I could tell he got in and did a great job. He pushed it in. You can just see the once that ball hit that white line, I already knew what it was. That's all I was looking at, just seeing the ball hit the white line. Good. Thank y'all.
We'll put Myles Garrett and Deshaun Watson at 42.
Deshaun, could you explain what happened with you not going back in the game, the conversation?
No, it was just a medical decision with the staff and everyone that's part of making a decision, and they felt like the decision was best to let PJ go in and finish the game to make sure the team it benefits the team.
Did you feel like you aggravated the shoulder that worked?
I'm not sure. We'll figure that out tomorrow.
Did you try to throw it all after that?
No, I didn't. Once they told me that, then the decision was pretty much made. I'm not even sure. I know once I go in tomorrow, then I just whatever protocols we have, I'm just going to follow the protocols and go from there. Yes, sir. I mean, it was only five passes. One was a screen, a deep ball that got picked off. Another one was a check down. Then another one I got hit. So if you want to consider that a slow start, then go ahead. It's 4 quarters. So I don't think anyone take 2 or 3 serious and make that a slow start. You got to play 60 minutes.
Push back on keeping you on the sideline if you really want to go back out there and continue to play the game?
I mean, of course, I want to compete. I'm a competitor. I want to go out there and try to help the team as much as possible and go out there and play and perform and compete. But, the decision was best for, the team, and they felt that was the best. And, PJ did a great job of finishing the game, and everyone else played a heck of a job to get the win.
Was there any point during the play when you rolled out to your left and tried to throw, and knew you might have put yourself into it?
No, I wasn't thinking that. Like I told you guys, maybe not you, excuse me, but like I told the media before, like you know, if I'm gonna step on the field, I don't want to have anything holding me back and be handicapped. And you know, we had a great week of preparation, and we felt that it was the best opportunity for me to come back this week. And you know, I just wasn't able to finish the game, so that you know, that's pretty much how that went.
You expect to start in Seattle?
I'm not sure. We'll see.
Did you have to go back and get that again to have the possible head injury check, or first it was the shoulder and then the head?
Well, the head thing caught me off guard. I didn't know I was getting pulled off for the concussion until I got in the tent. So yeah, it was just kind of that. I wasn't even worried about the head. It was mostly the shoulder. So I guess my head hit off the turf, and the spotter from up top had called me down to get evaluated, and we did that. So from what they told me, I cleared that the first time.
Kevin said, I'm protecting our franchise quarterback. Did he explain it to you like that? Do you understand that explanation?
Of course, you know, I understand it, and you know, like I said before, I want to go out there and compete and help the team win. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, this is a muscle and something that I genuinely need to go out there and perform at the highest level. So, you know, I understand where he's coming from, and you know, we just got to make sure we just follow the steps as it go.
Based on what you feel like or felt like after that hit, are you fairly confident that it didn't get any worse, or are you just totally not sure?
You know, I'm praying that it wasn't anything worse. So that's all I can do right now. Just continue to send prayers up and, you know, see what happens tomorrow.
How did it feel after the 2 straight days of throwing in practice? Did you feel good when you came out today and the game started?
Yeah, I felt good. But, you know, it's hard to simulate practice in a real life game. So, you know, everything in practice is pretty much controlled. So, you know, we felt good going into it, and, you know, we wanted to come out and test it, and I just wasn't able to finish because of the hip.
Can you talk about just Jay's moxie on that last drive and bringing you guys down and getting going?
I mean, that's PJ. I mean, he's a professional. He's been doing this for a long time. He's had a lot of experience. But, you know, even throughout the week, you know, me, PJ, and DTR, you know, everything that, you know, me and Kevin is meeting on, I make sure PJ is meeting on it. There's different things that, you know, Kevin is explaining to me, you know, throughout the week. And I go over there and I tell PJ, hey, PJ, you see this? Hey, Poe might do this protection, you know, this, that, the third. So, you know, I just made sure that we all on the same page because, you know, if something like this, you know, you never know. But if something like this was to happen, I want to make sure that, you know, he was ready and prepared and seeing the same thing I was seeing, the same thing I'm communicating with the receivers and the O-line, you know, so we can all be on the same page to, you know, do what we did today and go out there and win.
Couple more.
Is this going to be a question of kind of like before, whether you can drive the ball and make all the throws this week before you feel like you're ready to go? Is that kind of where it's at right now?
I'm not even sure, to be honest, to answer that question. I'll have more information Monday and Tuesday once we go through, you know, all the protocols and, you know, the testing and stuff like that. Then maybe Wednesday and Thursday we can kind of answer that question, but I'm not sure right now.
How disappointing is this to you?
I mean, it's very disappointing. You know, of course, not for the W. Of course, you know, I'm always going to be happy for, you know, the team and us winning. But, you know, as far as, you know, versus the, you know, personal level, of course, it's very disappointing. You know, I worked my tail off to get to this moment the last 3 or 4 weeks, and, you know, it came up short. So, you know, just right back to the drawing board. And, you know, it's part of the game, I guess. You know, you just have to deal with the adversity. But, you know, I'm going to keep my head held high, keep grinding and training and being there for my teammates.
Do you feel like,
Last one.
everybody always wants to play, and you guys are competitors, but, I mean, do you feel like maybe you pushed it a little bit and came back a week too early?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say. You know, like we mentioned before, everything was day to day and it was going off feel. And, you know, the last 2 days of practice was feeling really good. And we thought that, you know, I was going to be able to, you know, finish the game. But, you know, you got to include the physical part of the game and getting hit on and things like that. And it was just one of those plays where I got hit going to the ground. And, yeah, it just kind of happened that way.
Was it the hit or how you
I thought it was hit. I haven't even seen the play. Like I said, I got hit and fell backwards. It happened just like that. So once I see it, with the team, I have a better answer with it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Myles, where does that performance rank individually compared to the ones you've had in the past?
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's up there, but who says the next one can be even better?
Myles, what's going through your head in terms of knowing that your starting quarterback, you fought so hard to get back to this game, had to be, standing over there on the sideline, not being able to, just do what he wanted to do today? Did that kind of give you inspiration to maybe even want to win it for him even more or anything?
We got enough motivation to win it, and we know he's supporting us whether he's on the field or off the field, and it's a shame that he couldn't be out there doing his thing, and he's dealing and battling with his own injury, but we're gonna keep on playing as hard as we can, and supporting him however we can.
Myles, the leap on the field goal, it sounds like they were kind of looking for somebody to volunteer to do that this week. You ended up doing that. Could you walk us through that process a little?
I've actually done it a couple times throughout the years, every now and then, just to keep our offense or keep our special teams honest, just for fun. I think Bubba, when he went into the archives and saw it, he was like, "Yeah, we gotta bring this out." And we had the a candidate in the Colts who allowed us to jump over, and I made the play. I mean, we do it as kids. Why not now?
How hard is it not to touch somebody?
It depends if you're me or not.
So if I'm you, it's not that hard?
If you're me, it's another day at the office.
So you did that in practice too?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That was my Friday special teams.
Good sack in the end zone. Did you have a pretty good idea lining up across from the rookie with the tight end, and you had Deshaun Watson?
Oh yeah, I mean, I like my chances, against just about anybody. Whether it's 1, 2 guys, 3 guys, I'm gonna continue to keep on battling. As long as he has the ball, I'm gonna keep on rushing. And those big moments when you got to make a play, I'm ready to step up. And we all are on the D line. Like we saw, ZD made the one at the end to seal it. But I'm thinking in my mind, this is my time. Go get it.
Myles, the last couple of weeks, you guys have won games that previous to this year, this team might have found a way to lose them. What is it about this specific group that allows them to pull these kind of games out?
It makes it two things. You have a group that's been through those kind of hardships and heartbreaks, and so I don't think they're like our blood pressure elevates in those kind of moments because we've been in them. Now it's about make the plays that can win them for us, and we've gotten some guys from multiple different teams who have come up with those plays, and I think that the mesh of both of those groups of men has made it where when we get in those situations, we have the guys who are going to provide leadership and the playmaking ability for us to go out there and make those plays.
Myles, what
DJ's
offense
left
is-
side, he showed so much moxie on his final drive.
Never in doubt with PJ. Man's cool as they come. He goes out there, does his job. Never too high, too low, but he just loves the game, just loves playing it. He never shied away from the moment, and I respect the hell out of him for it.
Myles, when our team is inside their own 5, it feels like you guys lead. Is that right?
Yeah, backed up equals points, and it's not just 2. We're trying to get a touchdown. So that's what we're aiming for every single time we line up. We're trying to run through them.
Myles, you guys have been so dominant from a yardage perspective. What did they do well today to open up the field?
Well, I mean, they ran the hell off the ball. They were finding gaps, where we didn't think they were. I think it was a quote by Gale Sayers, "Give me 18 inches of daylight." I mean, they were finding it. We didn't even expect it to be, and when we finally settled into playing the run, had some big plays through the air. we had some offsides, had some penalties. I think they got to look at them, moving the ball and on those snap counts. But we have to handle up on our own issues. I mean, if it's not snap, we can't go. But it's a little bit of give and take. But them two dynamic rushers in the backfield. Minshew came to play. He was taking his own. He was calling his own number, making plays himself on the ground. And so it was a little bit unexpected how much he was involved into the run game, especially in the red zone. But with them just keeping us all balanced, that was the main thing for us. We had to settle in, and they really had a counter for us for most of the game until the end.
How about kickers? How much are you enjoying watching them end up in a lead 50 plus over and over?
That never gets old for me. It's been a while since we had someone that consistent around, and he's been immaculate up to this point. I don't want to jinx him, but he's been great for us, and he's come up big, and he can continue to be an AFC special teams player the way he keeps on doing stuff like this.
How heavy are you for Kirby having back here and then he gets to split a touchdown?
I mean, the man especially showed that when he was with us the first time around, showed that on the Chiefs. So, he's just catching his stride, coming back to who we know he is, and for him to make that big play, that's just a huge confidence boost for him and for this team, knowing that he's going to be able to make those plays down the stretch. He's got it in him, 60 minutes.
So what do you say you happen on those two offsides?
There was a little bit of ball movement. I think that was one of the main things on that. I think second to last or last drive, where they false started. He trying to get us draw off sides by snapping his head up and moving the ball a little bit. And they were very in the cadence, and there were a couple that were on us, but there were a couple where he was moving in a little bit. But regardless, we have to respect if the refs can't see it or they're not calling it, then we have to be on our P's and Q's and get off on the ball, regardless if they're moving a little bit or not.
The lead over there on the sideline, because the next play didn't matter what they did, and keep coming back. What did that feel like?
We're relentless. As a team, as a defense, as individuals, nothing's gonna hold us down, hold us back. We're ready for every single moment. Whether they're not always going to be good, and we're going to bounce back. Whether we got a inch to defend or we got the whole field, we're gonna fight. The entire 60 minutes. Thank you.